Hello friends, here I am with next part of this story. I hope you all like the video and subscribe to my channel. So let's start the video with summary. Okay, you saw once where Naruto is the son of Hades, Artemis, Apollo or a made-up god. But what if he is the son of the forger and is the champion of goddess of intelligence? What will be his role? Protector, trainer, hero, Naruto x harem, slight Aphrodite bashing, guilty hero. Chapter 5, Settling in. Naruto walk around the camp, looking at the cabins. His friends are either training, sleeping, or wondering like he is. He is enthralled by the unique cabins. Each one tells the gods or goddesses' personality and or realm. His favorite ones are Artemis, Athena, Hephaestus, and Hermes. His least favorite are Zeus, Hera, Ares, and Aphrodite. He strode past all the cabins, stopping at Artemis' cabin to say hello to the hunters, and went to Hephaestus' cabin. He entered in and was met by the sound of cheers of all his siblings. Okay, everyone calm down. Beckendorf said to everyone. Now, for the people who don't know him, I would like to introduce you to Naruto, our brother and protector. The original and soon to become leader of this cabin. The new cabin mates look at Naruto with awe. They heard stories of Naruto. How he's a master builder, how he rescued various demigods, and is protector of this camp. Because of him, this cabin is filled up with most of their brothers and sisters. 15 of them, since Hephaestus rarely ever cheated on his wife and only did so because he loves the women he had met. Naruto smiled at them all. Hello my brothers and sisters. I hope to get to know you when I stay here. For the ones who are new here and for the ones who already know me, I'm glad to come back. One of them, a girl who is 16 years with brown hair and brown eyes, walked over to Naruto and hugged him. It's good to see you again, big brother, the girl said tearfully. Naruto smiled and hugged her back. It's good to see you too, Metellus. Naruto said, gently. Metellus is one of the people Naruto found traveling while living in camp. He found her being sold to a pedophile. The one who was trying to sell her was her stepdad. Naturally, he was mad, so he killed the dad and the pedophile in the most brutal way possible. When he finished killing those bastards, the girl latched onto him. She sobbed on him, saying thank you over and over. Naruto comforted her till she calmed down, but she still latched on him like a lifeline. When they got to Camp Half-Blood, she flinched away from everybody, even from her siblings and especially away from the older campers. She latched on Naruto when she can and sleep with him to keep the nightmares away. They got closer and closer over the years, closest out of all the siblings. So Charles, what happened to my weapons when I was gone? Charles smiled and beckoned him over to the workshop, showing all the weapons he repaired. One of them is a pistol filled with bronze bullets. Next is the assault rifle with imperial gold bullets, an endless supply of both bullets. The third is a stealth chest plate, making anyone invisible, even the Byakugan couldn't see it. The fourth is a hilt. When used, your elemental abilities is fused with it, making an elemental sword. In other case, a new version of a lightsaber. And the fifth is an endless bag of Greek fire grenades, with a timing button it. All fit and ready to use, Charles said, holding out the pistol. Naruto grabbed the pistol and put it on his holder, gathered all the weapons and put them in his cloak. Thanks, Charles, Naruto said, then turned to the others. Now, since I'm taking back the mantle of counselor of this cabin, I'm gonna give a brief review for those who doesn't know. Naruto crossed his arms. We're gonna do full-on training at 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. with all the other cabins. There will be no breaks, no complaints, and no chickening out. I can't protect all of you all the time, so I expect you to train to defend yourselves. Understood? Yes, sir! The Hephaestus children said firmly. Some of the older cabin mates are getting excited at finally getting to train in the shinobi ways. Naruto smiled. It's good to see some of them get excited. Kinda remind him of himself when he was younger. Soon, Chiron called for an assembly and everyone walked to the dining halls to hear the announcement. There were many murmurs of excitement when they saw Naruto over here. Campers, Chiron called, we got 2 new campers and one that return here, all claimed. Cabin 11 sighed in relief. Their place is getting way too crowded. Bianca, Nico, and Naruto took the stage. The 2 younger ones are now wearing orange shirts and blue jeans. When everyone landed their eyes on Naruto, some gasped in shock. Every older camper recognized Naruto. Hermes' children's eyes shine in heroes worship. Aphrodite's daughters look at Naruto with hungry eyes. Ares' sons glare at Naruto along with some of Apollo's children. The hunters smile at him along with Athena's children and Hephaestus' children, and the nymphs all have blushes on their faces. Chiron watched in amusement when Thalia, Claris, Katie, Metellus, Selena, Zoe, most of the hunters including the young red-headed twins, Bianca, and Annabeth sent glares to everyone who was blushing or staring at Naruto like meat. They were either jealous or overprotective. Bianca and Nico, Chiron called out. Bianca and Nico stepped forward and a yellow-green flame instantly appeared above, forming the symbol of Hades. The campers quickly chattered until Chiron nicked loudly to get all of their attention. He bowed down, "All hail Bianca and Nico D'Angelo, children of Hades, lord of the underworld." The campers knelt and bowed their hands, along with Naruto and the hunters. Bianca wanted to ground to suck her up while Nico is bowing to the others as well. And also, I like to reintroduce our old camper and protector, Naruto Uzumaki, son of Hephaestus and champion of Athena. All of the campers that knew Naruto, except Ares and half of Apollo's kids, cheered in happiness. For those who don't know him, he was originally a camper of ours. He'd rescue half of our campers and helped with their training to survive. I would like for you to treat him like you would treat others. The campers broke into whispers. The older ones talked about how Naruto is back while the younger ones talked about how it was rare for a demigod to become a champion and, in Aphrodite's case, how hot Naruto is. Naruto walked over to his table and sat with his siblings. "Ramen," Naruto said. A bowl of ramen appeared instantly and Naruto ate with gusto. His siblings smiled at him. Naruto loved to eat ramen, especially on a special day. As Naruto started to eat, one of Apollo's children, Michael, walked over to Hephaestus' table. "So you're Naruto, huh? You don't look so tough," Michael said arrogantly. Naruto turned to him with a bored expression. This is coming from a guy who would run at the first sign of the word children charging at you. That got some laughs from the campers and Michael turned red with rage. "Oh yeah, well hey, don't dismiss me!" Michael exclaimed when he saw Naruto turn away from him. "Go away you, I have no quarrel with you." Michael grabbed Naruto on the shoulder, but it ended up a mistake. The blonde grabbed his hand, twisted it, and sent him sprawling on the ground. Naruto's eyes turned red and sat on one knee, clutched his shoulder, and whispered in Michael's ear, "This is a fight you shouldn't pick, but if you insist I will fight you at 10 a.m. at the sparring field. All out with any weapon you choose. Prepare yourself, you will be fighting for your dignity." The son of Apollo was frightened by the voice, but didn't show it and nodded. He is confident that he could be him. Naruto let go of his shoulder and got back to his seat. Everyone was silent. No one said a word. Finally, the Stoll brothers and Nico broke the silence, saying, "That was awesome." The people broke into exciting chatter. Everyone heard what Naruto whispered to Michael and is looking forward to the fight. Some of the girls are blushing. Even though it was scary, Naruto's intimidating posture was kinda hot. Naruto turned to his brothers and sisters. "So are you all gonna watch me fight?" The siblings nodded and Metellus hugged Naruto in support. Metellus smiled at her big brother. "You can do it, Naruto." "We know you can, yeah, I mean, if you can beat Ares in a sword fight we know can defeat you," one of the Hephaestus males said. Naruto smiled at his siblings for supporting him and got back to eating his ramen. After dinner was over, Naruto said goodnight to the hunters and his friends and went to bed with his siblings. When he was sure that everyone is asleep, he got out a box of cigarette and light one up. He blew out the smoke and formed a halo. During the years, he formed a habit of smoking like the Jonin, Asuma did. It kept him calm and relieves the stress from his body. But he sometimes had to hide his smokes because Thalia, Annabeth, Artemis, basically any of the girls who are close to him tries to stop him from smoking and he doesn't want that. Sighing, he put up the cigarette and got to bed, dreaming about building many weapons. Morning, all of the campers gathered at the arena to watch the fight or what others think, the epic beatdown. Michael is now target practicing, wearing flexible armor. The Apollo cabin is offering him encouragement for the battle. Charles got to the bench and walked towards Thalia and the others. He's on his way. He's preparing. Thalia and Annabeth nodded. Percy looked at the two. Curiosity filled his eyes. "Hey guys, how strong is Naruto? I know his abilities, but exactly how strong?" Percy asked. The people who knew Naruto smile. Strong enough to defeat all the younger Olympians, save for Hephaestus, Artemis, and Athena. Annabeth said, causing Percy's mouth to drop. He turned to the others, who nodded in confirmation. Naruto faced more things than we did when he just 5 years old, Grover said. Sadness filled his eyes. The other also had sadness in their eyes, making Percy confused. What are they sad about? Before he could ask, Michael spoke up. Where is he? Did he chicken out? Figures, anyone related to Athena, blood or no, is bound to chicken out, Michael said with a sneer, causing all of Athena cabin to glare at him. He didn't say anything about Hephaestus cabin since all of them is strong. He has some form of common sense. Take that back. Naruto is gonna kick your butt. Nico said, his eyes fill with anger. Bianca would have scolded her brother, but she is angry as well. Michael sneered again. Then where is he then? Where is the so-called protector? Right behind you, waiting for you to notice me. Michael turned to the back, along with the others, to see Naruto leaning on his boss staff. Naruto's armor got their attention. His breastplate is red with brown strap lines that is crossed diagonally and 2 more that is shaped like an X on the top. His shoulder cap is triangular and kneecap is as well. The thigh of his armor is triangular as well and red pants. His shirt is long sleeve as well with the same triangular armor on the arm and forearm, and brown straps on his arm as well. His boots are a combination of black and gray, a brown belt, and the armor have yellow lining. Naruto called it the dragon armor. Hint, hint. His bow staff is bronze metal, with imperial gold metal sharpened on the edges. Luckily, he got gloves to protect himself from cutting himself. He's also got knives in his belt to throw. Many cheered, while some have starry eyes when they saw the armor, though the girls blushed when they saw it. Badass, some of them thought out, others thought about what items the armor is made out of while the girls are thinking how hot Naruto looks. The hunters, Chiron, Dionysus, the satyrs, and the nymphs look shocked. The mantle of the champion Grover said in awe. The others looked confused while Annabeth snapped her head at the armor. The what? The demigods, except Annabeth, said. Zoe snorted behind them. The mantle of the champion is the armor of the champion, Hawk. He was the champion of Athena and was the protector of a city called Kirkwall. Percy and Thalia turned to her in confusion while Annabeth looked at her with curious and excited gaze. Where did he find the armor at? Annabeth asked, excited to find out. Zoe smiled in amusement. He found it during his travel with Melody and her hunters, Zoe said. The others were waiting for her to continue, but Zoe stopped there. Who was Hawk anyway? Percy murmured, with the others wondering the same thing. Athena's children look at them like they asked who Zeus was. You don't know the legend? Annabeth asked, incredulously. Hawk? The champion of Kirkwall? Savior of mages? When the demigods gave her a blank look, she and her siblings shook their heads sadly. What is this world coming to? Nice armor, Goldilocks, Michael taunted. Unfortunately, that won't help you against me. Soon, you'll feel the might of Apollo. Naruto twisted his staff around and said to the archer, I'm sorry, did you say something? Causing the archer to face fault and everyone to laugh. Michael quickly stood up and turned red with anger. Michael yelled in rage and launched an arrow. Naruto threw a knife and cut the arrow. Michael launched arrow after arrow with Naruto cutting them up with his throwing knives. Finally, after running out of arrows, Michael grabbed his short sword from his back and charged at Naruto. Naruto twirled his staff and met the sword with his staff. Naruto pushed back and stayed on the defensive. Michael quickly got frustrated. He kept attacking and attacking, but no cuts were appearing on Naruto, and the worst part is that Naruto is not on the offensive yet. Finally, Michael reached his breaking point and yelled in frustration. He did a deep slash, but was met with nothing. The blonde disappeared. Michael looked around the arena till he heard the voice. Prepare for my village secret technique. Many of the campers paled and rubbed their butts. Everyone realizes that Naruto is gonna do that technique. Michael twisted around rapidly until he felt something. He face twisted in agony until he screamed and bounced off like a hawk, holding his butt. 1,000 years of death. Michael continued to scream in pain until he landed in the lake. Everyone stared for a minute until they all fell down laughing. Hermes and some of Apollo cabins fell down laughing. The girls in every cabin giggled madly. Nico and Percy laughed until tears were in his eyes. Thalia was grinning like mad. Annabeth and Bianca tried to hold back their giggles, and Aries Cabin is laughing their butts off. Only the hunters and Dionysus didn't laugh, although they got smiles on their faces. The twin red-headed hunters giggled cutely and Chiron was chuckling softly. Okay, the winner of this fight is Naruto Uzumaki. Everyone cheered, especially his friends and siblings. Soon, his brothers, sisters, and friends carried him up and walked towards the field, leaving a dazed Michael in the water. Later, after some partying and an apology from Lee Fletcher, Apollo Cabin counselor, Annabeth dragged Naruto to the forest with Percy, Thalia, Bianca, and Grover behind him. As soon as they were far enough, everyone immediately started asking questions, until Naruto stopped them. Okay, one at a time please, Naruto said with a nervous chuckle. Who's first? Annabeth raised her hand. Where did you get armor, Naruto? Annabeth asked, excitement in her voice. Naruto chuckled. He should have expected that question. It was a gift from Athena, Naruto said. She wanted me to wear it since it belonged to one of her former champion. Percy raised his hand next. How does Annabeth know this? Percy asked. Naruto smiled. I told Annie some stories when we were on the run. I tell it to her every night before she went to bed. She was really cute, looking at with those wide, curious eyes and always begged to tell her another Naruto. Stop! Annabeth cried, said in embarrassment, her face red as a cherry. Or do I have to tell them about Keone back at California? Touché, little Annie, touché. Thalia narrowed her eyes at them, but they didn't answer her silent question. Finally, she sighed and asked her question. Okay, now who the heck is Hawk? Naruto, Grover and Annabeth just look at them in bewilderment before shaking their heads sadly. This is a sad Annie. Many people don't know about Hawk. Sad day indeed, Annabeth agreed. Grover bleated in dismay as well. Before Thalia could rage at them, Naruto started speaking. Hawk was the son of Hephaestus, known as the champion of Kirkwall. He defeated the Kunari, saved the mages, found mountains of gold at the Deep Road, and defeated Knight Commander Meredith. Before anyone could ask anymore, Naruto gave them a book. If you want to learn more, read this and it will enlighten. And don't use your dyslexia as an excuse. It's in Greek, the demigod sighed, but nodded. Finally, Bianca raised her hand. When can we train? Bianca asked, a little excited. Naruto smiled. We're gonna train today. Follow me to the woods and we'll start. Naruto then made a clone, much to the surprise of Percy and Bianca, plus Nico's excitement. Naruto passed a sheet to the clone. Pass the sheet to the counselors. Make sure they follow this list, Naruto said. If you need, make more clones so they can do their workout. Anyone above 13 has to do it. If they don't, they're gonna have to spar with me. The clones saluted and walked with Thalia, Annabeth, Grover, Percy, and Nico. Naruto then turned to Bianca. Now, let's get training, shall we? Chapter 6, Training/Torture. Okay, are you ready for the first time of training? After Naruto sent a clone to train the other campers, he and Bianca went deep into the woods so they can train without anyone seeing them. Ninja paranoia. Yes, Bianca said, a little excited and afraid. Any would be excited when they're about to train in the ninja ways. Kids from both worlds. Naruto motioned her to sit down and Bianca did. Let's get to know each other first, so it won't be awkward with each other. Naruto said, I'll go first. My name Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. I like ramen, weapons, forging, my family and friends, and training. My dislike is people who betray their friends and or family for power, rapists, perverts, Aphrodite, Hera, Ares, and Zeus. My hobbies are sparring, forging, cooking, reading, hanging out with my friends and hunting. And my dream well is to find a true safe haven for all demigods. Bianca looked at him with multiple emotions. She's liking Naruto more and more from what he told her about himself. My turn then, Bianca said. My name is Bianca D'Angelo. My likes are Nico and my mom. My dislikes are perverts, jerks, and having to raise Nico by myself. My hobby is listening to music, and dream is becoming free from responsibility. Bianca smiled at him after the last sentence, which you helped me get. Naruto smiled back at her. Okay, the first lesson is to focus your chakra. Even though you have it, doesn't mean you can already control it, Naruto lectured. You need to hone it before you can try to use it, otherwise it might end badly depending on the jutsu you use. Bianca nodded in understanding, absorbing everything she can. Okay, you ready? Bianca nodded once again. Good, now close your eyes. Breathe in and breathe out. Shut down all your senses. No one is here but you. Repeat that in your head. Bianca did all that, breathing in, closing her eyes, and shutting down her senses. She did those things in the exact order until she felt the same power, the same one Naruto gave her. I'm sensing Naruto, Bianca said in an excited voice. Naruto smiled. This girl is a fast learner, much like Annabeth, that for sure. His eyes widened when he saw the chakra she has in her, but shook out of the surprise. She's one of the big three children, so of course she would be strong. Good, now try to focus on that energy and control it. Make it do your bidding, Naruto said. Bianca started targeting the energy in her body and tried to control it. It's easier said than done. Bianca started sweating a little when she started straining a little when the chakra began going wild a little. This is like trying to control Nico when he's in a sugar rush. But still, she's determined to do this. She's not gonna give up just like that. Naruto believes that she can become a shinobi and she won't lose his faith in her. Finally, after 15 she got her chakra in her control. She panted and panted after letting go of the strain in her muscles. Naruto smiled at her with pride, making her heart flutter a little. Good job, Bianca. You completed the first step in 15 minutes. That's fast as Annabeth and Thalia did. Now, for our next lesson. Tree climbing. Naruto helped her up and began the next step. Training field. The campus training regimen is what you would call hell. When Naruto said you were going to train, he wasn't kidding. Various campers are doing different things, from sword fights, to hand-to-hand combat, to exercises that would make a pro wrestler sweat. Come on you maggots. Show me some steam coming out of you. My grandmothers can do better than you, mortal ones and godly ones. Naruto roared out to everyone. Some of Apollo kids are doing hundreds of push-ups with one hand, some of Ares kids are running up a hill holding up heavy bags on top of them, and Hermes kids are running laps with chakra braces, that weigh 300 pounds. This is the usual training regimen Camp Half-Blood when Naruto is here. I get a break an arm, Lee's strained, pushing up and down. Some idiot from Ares' cabin said the Naruto original training regimen is too easy and can do it with one hand behind his back, so Naruto made the exercises harder. He cursed Mark for opening his big mouth. Now, they in this Tartarus-induced torture. Speaking of Mark, he's currently sprinting at the highest hill with one hand behind his back and a bunch of angry nymphs on his tails. How he angered them? Well, let's just say that Naruto showed them a certain perverted book that Mark was hiding in his bed. And that book was filled with wood nymphs. Meaningless to say, the nymphs are bloodthirsty now. Meanwhile some of Athena kids and Ares kids are sword fighting with Naruto. Well, not sword fighting, more like a beatdown that the teens are facing. Naruto is a ruthless teacher. One of the clones crossed his sword with one of Ares' kids and slid it out of his hands. He then held out the sword at the teen's neck. Your reflexes need to become faster. You rely too much on your strength and not enough on speed or agility. Strengthen up your left hand and practice with the sword with your right hand more. The Ares kid nodded. He would have argued, but Naruto knew more than anybody about fighting. He's been fighting since he was 4. Others kids are practicing hand-to-hand combat with Naruto, various techniques from the ninja world. A mixture of Ares, Athena, Hephaestus, and Hermes' cabin are in that training regimen and was getting their butt beaten down by Naruto. Strengthen your kicks, curve your arms a little more, and Naruto then disappear and kick the Athena child he's been fighting with under the legs, making the child fall down. Never let your guard down. The Demeter and Aphrodite cabin are practicing kunai and shuriken throwing. Some of the Aphrodite kids wanted to do it, but others had to be bribed. With the few boys hair gel and cologne. With the girls, he said he would fight shirtless to capture the flags. Even though he hates Aphrodite because he cheated on his dad, doesn't mean that he hates her other children. Though he is still a bit miffed at Drew for trying to charm him into being her boyfriend. One of the clones saw Katie struggling to throw the kunai and moved to help her out. Katie, you got to get your feet separate and your arms bent crossway. Don't think too much on it and just do it. Katie did everything Naruto instructed and made a perfect shot. Katie beamed at Naruto and hugged him. Thanks Naruto, you're welcome little sis. Another clone is teaching the kids, including Nico, about Greek mythology and some of the Dragon Age mythology with Annabeth and Salina. They decided to tell them the history of the champions since most of the campers didn't know. The only ones that did know was Naruto, Annabeth, Salina, Kitty, Chiron, Grover, the gods and goddesses, and all the satyrs and nymphs. Right now, he is telling them about the Blight. King Kalian led the biggest army led in Ferelden to fight the Darkspawn horde, with the Grey Wardens by his side. But it was all for naught as he was betrayed by his most trusted general. The kids started shouting in outrage when they heard. Annabeth and Salina continued for him. The horde marched into Ferelden and started killing everyone in sight. Civilians, mages, soldiers, everyone. The champion's family barely escaped in time. While they are reading, Clarice and Thalia are getting ready to spar with yet another clone. Naruto wanted to see if they improve in their skills in the spear, so he brought out cylinder, named Kasai, means fire, and changed it into a spear. Okay you two, let's see how far you two have gotten, Naruto said smirking. The two girls grin and charge at Naruto with their spears raised. Naruto parried the two charges and sent them stumbling behind him. He turned with the same smirk. Too predictable you two. Come on, I know you can do better. The two got annoyed by that and did the same thing. Naruto shook his head and was about to block until he got caught by surprise. Thalia stabbed under while Clarice aimed at his head. Naruto, wanting to protect his third leg, blocked Thalia's spear and moved his head to the side to dodge Clarice's spear. He stepped back from them and held his spear in defensive position. Not bad, Naruto said, but you have to do better than that to make me even sweat. The girls are planning to. They have no delusion in defeating him since Naruto is the more experienced out of every demigod, but that doesn't mean they couldn't try to hit him. Thalia slammed her spear down, making an electric current on the front, but Naruto jumped up to avoid being fried. Clarice got on Thalia's back and jumped up, before throwing the spear at Naruto. The blonde got prepared though and spun to dodge the spear and throw it back at Clarice. Clarice manages to grab it before it could stab her in the neck, but force her to slide backwards a little. Naruto got down and charged at the two. Thalia did the same with Clarice not far behind. The three started clashing and parrying each other looking for a weak spot. Naruto managed to find one when the three clash against each other. Clarice and Thalia's spear pushing on the top and bottom part of Naruto's spear. Before they could get an edge, Naruto pushed down the spear making the two spin and land on the ground, the wind knocked out of their chest. I win, Naruto said, but then saw a wound on his shoulder. Look like you two finally wound me you two. Congratulations. Naruto helped Thalia up, then Clarice. The two grinned when they saw the wound. Yeah! The two cheered, high-fiving each other. The two finally wounded Naruto after all these years. They were extremely happy about that, even though it was just a clone. The two saw the real Naruto and Bianca walking towards them. Bianca looked ruffled up and soaked. The clone poofed out, giving the information to the real Naruto. Congratulations you two. You finally wounded me, even if it was a clone. Thalia grinned while Clarice smiled. The two felt good when Naruto praised them since he is stronger than anybody in the camp. Thalia then turned to Bianca. I'm guessing she was training in tree climbing and water walking? Naruto nodded and Bianca winced, cracking her back a little. Those were some hard falls. Yeah, she took about half an hour to get the tree climbing done and another half to do water walking. Luckily, she had a teacher who got same amount of chakra as her, if not more, Naruto said. It would have taken Bianca all day to do those things if not for that. Yeah, good thing. Otherwise I would have broken my back, Bianca said, sighing in relief that she had Naruto as a teacher. Then she looked at Naruto. Where's Nico? He's with the other children, Naruto said, pointing at the group of kids with his clone, Annabeth, and Salina telling stories to them. My clone is telling them a story about the Dragon Age. Bianca nodded in understanding. Suddenly everyone heard a pain cry and everyone turned to see a figure flying through the field and crashing through the group. The only that wasn't surprised was Naruto. Look like Percy is getting beaten down, Naruto said, chuckling a little. Then he got the clone that was training Percy memory and is now clutching his nuts in pain. Thalia, Annabeth, Charles, Clarice, Kitty, and Salina went up to him, worried. The Stills was stifling a laugh before Clarice glared at them for even thinking about laughing at this. What happened? Annabeth asked everyone main question. Naruto was in pain a little, till he looked up at Annabeth from his place. Remember when I told you guys that clones can give you the memories of what happened in their end? Naruto strained out. Everyone that had shinobi training, including medalists, nodded. Sorry, I forgot to mention that medalists received the same training as well. Well, I just got a painful memory from my clone. Moments earlier, how did he get into this? How did he enter this Hell-Dose training? Oh yeah, because Naruto thinks that he need to get more skilled in something else than just his sword. Even though he tried to tell them that he just needs a sword and that he won't lose it. But Annabeth had to tell him about the day with the Canadians and how he couldn't use his sword because his shorts didn't have pockets. Now, he is training Naruto in hand-to-hand combat for nearly an hour and is bruised, sweaty, and tired. Looking at Naruto, he saw that he didn't even make him sweat. He can break a horn off a minotaur, but he couldn't get one hit? Need a break, squid head? Naruto called out from his place. That was name he came up for Percy. Like Annabeth call him Seaweed Brain and Thalia call him Kelphead. Now, Naruto is calling Squid Head. No, I can fight some more, Percy said, not willing to give up just yet. Just one punch and he'll be able to relax all he wanted. Naruto shrugged and charged at him. Percy waited for him to get closer and closer. Just one punch. One punch, damn it. Then, without warning, Percy swung his arm and hit him. Right in the nuts. Naruto stepped back and clutched his ball painfully, while Percy just stood there, stunned. He hit Naruto. He just hit Naruto. A smile went up face, going higher and higher, until he finally whooped in joy. His whooping stopped when he felt the intense killing intent in the air as strong as Hades' presence. He slowly turned around to see Naruto arms and legs in flames. Said person is glaring at him with literal fire in his eyes. You, Naruto whispered in a deadly voice that can make the big three wet their pants. The fire increased and he got into Taijutsu stance, just messed with fire, Percy gulped. He's dead. Dynamic entry. Bang, present. Everyone in the field wins either for Percy or Naruto. Both of those things are really painful. Some of the unfortunate people experience the fire entry kick. Mainly Apollo, Hermes, and Ares' cabin. Hermes and Apollo because of the pranks. Ares because of their arrogance. Stupid seaweed brain, Annabeth said, scowling and face-palming at the same time. When I get my hands on him, no worry, Annabeth, Naruto said, healing up quickly. Thank you, Uzumaki DNA. We can think of prank to do to him later. Right now, let's go to the big house. There's a meeting we need to go to anyways. Everyone nodded and some of the shinobi demigods, Thalia, Clarice, the Stills, and Annabeth, smirk evilly, thinking of the pranks they can pull. Many step back in fear. One of them pranking is bad enough, two or all of them? Feel sympathy for the poor soul that angered them. Big house. Everyone is in the big house, waiting for Chiron so they could plan for capture the flag. Travis and Connor are talking rapidly about the pranks they can pull with Naruto. Annabeth and Thalia planning the prank they will pull on Percy for kicking Naruto in the balls. Seeing Naruto after years of him missing, they won't allow anyone to hurt them, but themselves and the other girls. Silena is talking to Kitty and Bianca about ways to throw shuriken. Lee's trying to get some rest from that hellish training. Percy is doing the same as well, all healed up, but still tired. And Clarice and Naruto are talking about the kinds of weapons. Finally, Chiron came in and clamped his hooves. Okay counselors, we're here to talk strategy on how to defeat the Hunters of Artemis. He dropped his series and looked pleadingly at everyone. He might have gotten on his knees if he wasn't half horse. Does anyone have a plan? Anything? Well, I got something, Naruto said, and everyone turned to him. Everyone, except Percy and Bianca, got in his face and practically yelled, "Tell us." Even Chiron did it. Naruto, Bianca and Percy sweat drop at that. The hunters must have never lost. Okay, first, get off. Naruto yelled and everyone got off and rubbed their heads a little sheepish at how they reacted. Okay, now, we need Annabeth as one of the leaders since she got a good head on her and won't let her emotion gain control of her. Annabeth blushed at the praise, making Percy make a fist, Then she looked up in confusion. Wait, what do you mean one of the leaders? Annabeth asked. Why not just have one leader, instead of many? Because I found a flaw in your plan. You always make the same predictable plan, making the hunters fight easier. You didn't make a new plan or at least make changes. Many face-palmed or blushed at that. What he said is correct. Also, one leader can't lead all the campers. You would need various people to lead them. The people nodded in understanding. Okay, there will be 4 ringleaders since there are 8 cabins. Each leader will lead 2 cabins. The first group is Aphrodite and Ares' cabin led by Claris. Claris nodded and smiled. She's not going to disappoint Naruto. Athena and Hephaestus' cabin will be led by Annabeth. Annabeth nodded as well. Demeter and Dionysus will be led by Thalia. Said girl grinned in excitement. Apollo and Hermes' cabin will be led by Percy. Wait a minute, why me? Percy asked, confused. Why would Naruto want him to become the leader of one of the groups? People would have thought he would choose someone familiar to lead. Because Squidhead, even though you rely on luck and your sword, from what Annabeth told me you are a natural-born leader. I want to put that to the test. Percy nodded, not saying anything else. Any objections? No one raised their hand. Since Naruto is a good planner, better than Athena cabin. Good, then let's prepare to win this time. Everyone cheered. For the first time, they have a possibility of winning. And Naruto started outlaying the strategy to everyone, and I hope you all liked the video. And if you all want the next part of this video, please like the video and comment 3 hearts. Please subscribe to my channel so whenever I upload a video you will notify.